Hey everybody, how are we all doing? I just wanted to jump in and make sure that this is all working first because my previous video earlier this morning wasn't. So give me a little hey if it is working and the sound is good because yes, this morning it decided that it didn't want to play the game. So I do apologize for that. So I have been asked a couple of times over the last week or so about clients cancelling their appointments last minute or not showing up. Because if you watched my video last week or the week before, we're talking about actually charging deposits and like securing card details stuff for clients to secure appointments so that if they don't show up, you're not going to be left high and dry with no sort of income for that time booked for them. So a lot of you have implemented that coming out of COVID. You looked at your business, you went, okay, well, I want to actually start building my business and I want to treat it like a proper business. And you have started taking deposits, which is amazing. And congratulations for actually stepping up and having those really uncomfortable conversations with people, even when they try and book and you're like, sorry, like I require a deposit, and they're like, oh, you never used to. And like, I get it, it is difficult to go in and actually start doing that, but you've done it and that's amazing. Now you coast along and you won't have any issues for, like, it could be a couple of weeks, could be a couple of months, could be a couple of years, but at some point somebody is going to cancel on you late or not show up. And this is when you have to stop and decide, okay, how am I going to handle this? And what am I actually going to do and going to say about this? Because it's uncomfortable, right? You have set these policies and you're like, yes, this is what I'm doing. And then the universe kind of comes along and goes, are you sure? Are you sure you really want to be doing this? And you do. But let's have a conversation about how you can actually approach this in a professional manner, but still hold your own and still be able to, retain that person as a client, but let them know that, hey, look, there are boundaries and there are standards. And, this is how I actually choose to run my business from this point forward. So, for example, if you had a client who was meant to be coming and half an hour before they are meant to be there, they send you a message and say, oh, sorry, the daughter's sick and I can't come. Okay. What do? You don't have time to actually get a new client in because you work by appointment, and you feel bad because, oh, the child's sick. So, I can't really charge her, but you can. Okay. So what I personally do is I have all of my booking fees and terms and conditions and everything all laid out in my website. When people book their appointments through my online booking system, they agree to all those terms and conditions. So if somebody cancels last minute, okay, I personally charge them a late cancellation fee. Now, that'll be different for you, and I've gone into that in another video. So if you want to find out more about that, come and check out one of my other videos on that. So what I do in these situations is I use my discretion, okay? And that's what it says in my policy. It says that you'll be charged at my discretion, that fee may be waived, okay? So how do I get around these sorts of conversations with people? Because everybody wants them to be the exemption of the rule, right? What I do is I charge my clients' cards because I don't take deposits. I actually store card details. I charge their card that cancellation fee or that no-show, okay? Now, I then message them and say, hey, thanks so much for letting me know. I really hope that, she's feeling better soon. Just so that you know, I have charged your card X amount of dollars as per our cancellation policy. Would you like to rebook for next Wednesday at the same time? If so, that $30, because that's how much I decide to charge, that $30 will be taken off your appointment. So there's an incentive for them to actually rebook and come to the appointment, but you have charged that amount of money and gone, you know what, like, no, it's not okay. If it's somebody that's just wasting your time, they will turn around and come to the appointment, or they won't come and they won't rebook. Okay. So you need to weed out those types of people. And, if somebody cancels on you for the same reason and then a couple of weeks later do the same thing, chances are they're just taking you for a ride, and you need to stop being so lenient and being so friendly in your approach and being scared that you're going to lose the client. Sometimes losing that client is the best thing you will ever do. Okay. Because you want clients to actually respect you and respect your time and want to come to the appointments and understand that by not showing up, it's actually costing you money. Okay, you run a business, it costs you money to be able to open the doors each and every day and take those clients on. So I personally have a 7-day rebooking policy if they have cancelled late. Now my clients are amazing, they've been trained, I guess, for lack of a better word, to respect me, to respect my time, to respect my business, because I do talk about like this sort of stuff on my business page as well. And I've developed that rapport with my clients. Okay. I have a no bullshit kind of approach with all of that. Now, there's going to be times where you go to charge someone's card and there's no money on the card. What do you do then? Keep trying every single day. People will try and get around it. And, it does take effort, it does take time, but going and saying that you've got a policy and not following it up, you may as well not have the policy. Excuse me. So you need to stick to your guns, okay? This is your business. This is what you have decided that you're going to do, and you need to make sure that you're doing that. Now, one of the questions that I actually received the other day, she's actually friends with the person that cancelled on her, with a couple of hours notice. And it was really awkward. She didn't know what to say to her. And it was really back and forth. Okay, so, I totally forgot. I'm so sorry. I can't come. I've booked a client in because she is a hairdresser and this other person, has a beauty business. And she's like, so you have booked another client in instead of honoring me and my business. And then you're going to kind of crack the shits because I'm charging you my late cancellation fee. And she was really conflicted in actually standing her ground and being able to charge the money, because she does have that friendship kind of relationship with her. And when she was sending me through the back and forth, I said, babe, you are being so friendly and treating this like you're talking to a friend, but right now you need to have your business pants on. Right now she's not a friend, she's a client, and she's actually just cost you $100 because she hasn't shown up. So you need to let her know that this sort of behavior isn't acceptable, and you're not actually going to take you're not going to take it. So we worked on the the copy, I guess, for what she should send to her, whilst being professional and whilst still sticking to her guns of, okay, no problem, understand sometimes that happens. However, we do have the policy in place. You were sent a message 24 48 hours prior, depending on your system and what you got set up, asking you to confirm, and you haven't shown up, so you have lost that deposit. Okay, so if you are struggling in these types of areas, you're not quite sure what you should be saying, just sit down, take the emotion out of it. Okay, it's a business transaction. Okay, you might be sitting at home working from your garage, and when a client doesn't show up, that means that you can go and put some washing on. That's okay, but your business is an entity all on its own. Okay, if you start thinking of your business like you work for a resort, for an example, a hotel, and someone just doesn't show up to their hotel reservation, does the company give a shit if their dog sick, or if they've got to go pick the kids up from school? No. Do they charge their account anyway? Yes. Do they give them a refund? No. Why? Because they told them in advance, these are our terms and conditions, this is what is expected of you, and if you do X, this is going to be the consequences for your actions. Okay, now that's how you need to start thinking about your business, because you are in business and it's okay to have these policies and it's okay to enforce them. Okay, so if you're struggling, reach out, send me a message, let's chat, let's try and get you some clarity around this, because I really want to help you actually start moving forward and building your business and being okay with charging someone's account or keeping, the deposit that they've already paid, even if it means that they never come back, even if it means that they're super pissed off with you. You know, you are in business, and that's what I really want you to understand. Okay, when you start taking your business seriously, you're going to have far less like bullshit like this that you have to deal with. Okay, I can't remember the last time I had somebody no show on me. I really can't, because if somebody no shows on me, they're charged for that entire appointment. So they've booked $300 worth of services. I charge their card $300. They may not have $300 on there, so I might charge it $100, and that gets approved. And then, the next week I'll charge it another $100. Like, I will charge them, and I will let them know, hey, look, you didn't come to your appointment, just so your card will be charged as per terms and conditions that you agreed to. Okay. But if they had messaged me even half an hour beforehand and said, hey, something's come up, I can't come, they would have only been charged the late cancellation fee, which for me was only $30. Okay. So working out what it costs you to open your doors and be in business for that 1 hour or however long the appointment is, that's what I recommend that you use as your late cancellation fee, so that you're covered, so that your costs are covered and you haven't lost any money. Really hope that helps, guys. I am going to jump out and read the comments because I have seen a few come through, but I'm not actually seeing them on here. And I hope that, you have the confidence to be able to go in and start taking deposits for your business, and the confidence to go and actually, charge them if they don't show up, because that is the only way you're going to grow. Hope you have an amazing day, and I'll talk to you all next time.